Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Oakland. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Hey, Alabama. Check it. Go!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Brady. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Watson now to throw. Jones break into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And it's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, 36 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that there's...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is taken in at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll toss it to Miller, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Rolling to his left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. from the gun. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 75 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Shakes off the sand. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come back, come back.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Looking deep for Demarius. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.